today, na the 10th day of February 2021. We want to call na table something we, I think we suppose for Butu we aid in shame. For see we people them, we na academics them, behave in this kind of a manner. We, some of the lecturers then come together and say them from SLPP, Union of Lecturers. Again, SLPP, Union of Lecturers. Okay. Some people then go say, well, not then right. Then get right for belong any side where they want for belong politically. Yes. I don't think say anybody go take that one day from them. But in a public university, for make the lecturers them boldly and proudly say then they create union for support them political party and ideology. I think that one day raise a lot of questions them. You want to know the questions the way it is? Sit back as we go can look deep inside this one. Cheese no. But for now, make I give you the NACOVAC status update for COVID-19 na salon for today. NACOVAC say the labs them analyze 476 tests them. Now I tell we say before we go get again, before we go get over 1,000 tests done within 24 hours. Now one day it go be difficult for come by. But hey, 476 tests. Out of the 476 tests, 2 turn out for be positive. And the 2, one na from Western Area Urban, and the other one na from Kainlaon. I see people in the comments say, oh, you better, the numbers they don't go down. That's true. The numbers they don't go down. Because DTB don't tell we say, the less you test, now the less positive numbers them you will get. But the more you test, and if it be say, the communities them, then get the virus already, now the more positive numbers go day. But anyhow, not 2. As compared to 146 or 100 cases them will be get few weeks back. Okay. So because of the 2 positive cases them will get today, the total cumulative confirmed cases now don't reach 3,803. For the past 24 hours, nobody no lost in life to COVID-19. So we still stand at 79. The one them with the in isolation now 1,216. For the past 24 hours, we get 13 people them we beat COVID-19 na salon. Now and they now don't care the total number of people who don't recover from COVID-19 to 2,508. The one who they in quarantine now 464. The one them we don't discharge from quarantine now 13,933. Let me check quick now the Mano River Union countries them. For today, Salon get 2, as I be don't tell we just now. Guinea get 27. Hey, Liberia they don't begin back that their habits. Liberia get 0. Ivory Coast then get 0. Ivory Coast, we know. The next time Ivory Coast they can we know the kind of number we go carry it. So for today, now Sierra Leone 2, Guinea 27, then they give 29 positive cases na the Mano River Union countries them. For the cumulative death, Salone na 79, Guinea 84, Liberia 84, and Ivory Coast 165. A total number of 412 people na lost their life to COVID-19 na the Mano River Union countries them put together. Again, COVID-19 still there. Don't forget that, yeah? Any side where you there. And for Salone, they say China promised them. Say if they want, then get their own vaccine, then go give Salone. Alright? But Salone say them the experts then they check for see how good this particular vaccine they. Not to Pfizer, not to all the names the way Sabi, not to Moderna, and then get their own. Okay? Now let's go to the topic proper for today. Some of the lecturers them at the universities them then think say they need for come together for set up the SLPP Union of Lecturers. Why make you think say the lecturers them do this? Why you think say they do them? You think say na because they so want things them for go before? Okay. Not too long ago, we know say the Academic Staff Association them be there on strike. And why you think say them be there on strike? Then they on strike because what you know, then strike for all the lecturers condition of service. I made them strike. Well, then lecturer then feel to say the Academic Staff Association want for give them party bad name. And them, they no mix pan that. So because of that, then think say, then for come out and get the new association, then get the new union. We, if the Academic Staff Association say A, worse than feel to say it go look bad for this particular administration, then go come out and say otherwise. And the main reason that one day we make them form the SLPP Union of Lecturers. The Academic Staff Association, they fight for every lecturer, but then why one for please the SLPP party? They want for please them party. Make them party no say denomics. Denomics. But anyway, I'll make you relax small. Yeah? Make we join Michael Sambola of Radio Democracy 98.1. Make we hear how he put things together so that me and you, the common man, go able to understand better one about this SLPP Union of Lecturers. We then say, you know what thing? Then don't dissolve them. Let me listen.
So when you come as an outlier, you can't disrupt the society. You say a political party union within an academic institution, it will bring unnecessary tension, and then it can lead to conflict.
Civil society on governance issue, Marcel Assamba Sisse, They talk about the recent issue outside some University of Salone lecturer them brand themselves as political party lecturers union, and whose effect that go get to the country where senior people in at the university don't begin behave like this. Not a secret say Salone a country where unity get issue. The 2007, 2012 and 18 election show clear one say the country voting pattern all manner all outside and all we don't make the SLPP and APC party all time they pass small chamot. But as civil society continue for the bridge this gap, it's strange for everyone to say but over 60 lecturers them don't form the SLPP lecturers union as an academic staff association ASA and the body we gets the lecturer they are and self now then the university has to give power a mandate for form the association. I ask the president how them be receive the news.
Well, let we all on the first before we count Dr. Willett James. Since Michael Sambola asked him. Not to one, not to two, not to three, not to four lecturers. 60, over 60 lecturers them. Now they think say the need for please the SLPP party. We drag the party come inside the university them. Okay. Let me hear waiting as a president, Dr. Willett James, in say
SLPP lecturers union don't form.
It's very unfortunate. I don't feel good about them at all. We know they say people they not get right. They not get right for form a group who they want for form.
Okay. Listen, he say no say they not get right for form a group with they want for form. Okay? Because people they say na they right. Okay, we take her. But listen, yeah?
But we they say, but for Christ's sake, why we want for bring politics scam into we work?
Why you want bring politics scam into you work? Which work that one day? Lecturer na university. Why inside university you want for bring politics? Why?
Why we want for bring politics scam into we work?
The name now Willett James. And now the ASA president, but he look like when then kind lecturer I go team up for the church. Plenty of the students then go feel say na political party idea you want can preach na the classroom. Because for Marcela Samba say he believes say if that happen, the losses go plenty past the gain.
The next way they do, you they begin foresee who da know they against me political party ideology, who da know they against me philosophy, you begin victimize students. And then inside the classroom, waiting for happen. Inside the classroom, you see politics na salon. There's so much work going on for recalibrate the politics because unfortunately the politics is also something where ethnically factionalized. Ethnic and political faction they go in line as salon.
Ethnically factionalized. Ethnic and politics. They go together right now. Na salon. You want to deny that? Then I go ask you say pay attention more because Marcella, continue ma.
Southeast, northwest. So in reality, inside the classroom, you they see tribe begin factor inside.
As civil society and other people and believe say lecturer them for be role model. We mean say na people where society for the colepan. But as it look like, then continue for throw what up and they respect where people get for them. Lecturer them begin see themselves as suspect for political party. Radio democracy be one for no. Outside this issue for political party lecturer union be formed.
I think say you get people them we get issue with the kind of unity where ASA show this BNTM.
Bam, listen, yeah? Make you not say just now. The issue start we asa say then they strike. I tell we na ya gist no. Na empa denga ya say una wan give we political party bad name. So even we na for make them all benefits. So man still put in political party ahead of in daily bread. This one way Asa they do, Asa no be say now for certain political party members them. Where you go say, oh, well, Asa be exclude them. Where then go give that 50% come April, then why I not be supposed to forget them? No. Now then you go say, okay, because they no go get them, so now I made them create this one now, forget the attention of this present administration because it's under the flagship of the SLPP. So because of that, the selfishness pandemic 60 or more lecturers there, then think can say, you know what, we as they go fight for we all. We no want. I wish and hope say when April come for me they add that 50%, they not give them 60 Gaia. Since now because of that strike, we then want and they strike so that 50% go be added to them. Then choose say no, who no mix, who no give political party bad name. So then take the politics higher than the situation where then they go to go. Yes? Then take her. Then take them political party. Then they do this so that at the end of the day, then go cry, say, oh, don't suffer for the party. Even when them be say then they strike or not do one, so then go get political appointments. Because now they boku money dey. The lecture room, money not the day, and we all know this. We know that. So if Asa they fight for everybody, then few people there, they say, we no mix. We political party a pathway to na the fight for. Madam Miller James, will you listen you?
When you get for do with we review of the conditions of service, the kind unity we then see we get inside USL, and the kind respect and the kind authority where the leadership command and the kind gains where the leadership they make, I think say they feel threatened by them. That's make them go form another organization because then just think say all this speaking the kind authority where you command, the kind power where you don't command, among we. They not look at the positive side of them, then look at her negatively. So they want for try for destabilize Asa.
They want for try for destabilize Asa. Now we know more. Me, I for be like for let them show you the list of them lecturers here. The list of them lecturers here. I be really want for make them show you. You know why? I be really want for know if other female lecturers them then deny. You know why? Because I look one for Siam one kind way. Say because this young lady, Dr. Willett James, itimapo. We all, because we self now this program, we follow this thing to the end. We are all side they go, how it cause the noise, how it get the attention. And we see the outcome. Is it because na a woman na him be the lead? Na him make them guy be feel threatening? Or na because they feel say na tranga is? Na him make them feel threatening? Waiting na the reason. Apart from being selfish, thinking to say this one put a party in him. Doctor, continue.
Where they not go able. We for left them can't see as soon as this country. Not to all start within our politics.
But if Asana recognize the body, why make the president go think say some other extra body want come against them?
Because they're not able for get me for do waiting they want me for do.
Bam. Waiting this tell you. It tell you say, then we don't talk to her. Then try for talk to her. Now I make it say because they not get me for do waiting they want time for do. Then go don't tell and say, Madam Doctor Ma, you they bring disgrace to the administration, to the political party. They are massam. He say no, you know they do. So then say, you know waiting? We know so we go get the backing. Let we form the SLPP Union of Lecturers. So we go tell and say, we no mix by waiting the ASA, then they do. Okay.
They not go feel good about that anyway. So I'm not the kind of place because people tell me, say, oh, you go good. People then see potential in me. They say, oh, yes, you go fit for be as a president. Then they don't them say, because now I don't be as a president and you been suggest that to me initially for make you come rule through me. It's not possible.
Bam. Yeah. The word then they come on and do. That no means say, because you suggest me. Yeah. The man in a salon, they get for learn something from the woman there. Something, una been feel to say, una suggest them, okay, then they appoint them, then put them there, una go able for use them like how una want. Una not learn from Aisha Johansson. We don't turn bone and go for pull and down and slap. I don't turn. As una make so FIFA say, hey, una masande. Not to then there's FIFA don't want back say, hey. Una know the land. So the reason why una been put on there, now for making for be do what una want and for do. Not to me talk into yourself do yeri, where Dr. Willie James and talker. I just try for break and down so you go understand. Fine one. So then suggest them so you go get the position so that when them for be say, oh, as I for say for strike, then come it and say, hey, you know, say now give you that position, Masare, dear. said that. Okay. But they know the land. If I let the woman they come up on like Bates, even though you're not in a goal again. Yeah? Let's continue for listening.
I think see the whole fact now as against ASA, against me, presidency, na ASA. Because then see the gains where they make.
When the ASA been against them strike, this body will been changed as concerned lecturers then. Been say, then they go na the classroom.
Yes. The body then call themselves concerned lecturers. I be see the press release they around on social media. Even some people then send them directly to me. I read them. I see say that particular press release day was a direct attack at Dr. Willett James. Then say, you know, they listen to them. It just they go and talk how you feel for talk. Now social media, you know, they go through them. Then don't take upon themselves for go na classroom. I saw them be say. Now I make her say, do you wait April come then they add that 50%? Let me not give them people there. Because they not be need them. They not be need at all. Okay? Hey, now continue.
The president of the SLPP Lecturer Union, na Professor Edmond Nuni, and it's our open letter to the public.
The president. Then sit down, then choose, then get president all. And Mr. go carry the open letter. Yeah? And not to anybody. He is a professor. Then a Professor Samuel Edmond Noni. I will carry the letter, but not left Michael Sambola make a break and down small for we.
He make and clear say this group now some SLPP lecturer them be one for support government policy because of the concern where the public don't show. Say not to the kind interest where them in the plan this group for.
Okay. He say now because of the interest we me say go come break and down. Michael logo sir.
Then think say the need day for make them scatter this group. Civil society believe say politician them now them for the member for push government policy go before. But Masala Sambasi say believe say whether this group dissolve or change the name, the issue of trust don't be concerned.
if they change their name, but the vision, from the start, the motive wrong. The motive is wrong. It's about the name don't show you say. Then why I show them the reason for coalesce or for gather and for project the political party in mission inside the college. So even if they change them, it's wrong, because we know now say that is not the aim and aspiration.
What do you say? If they change the name, they not call themselves again SLPP Union of Lecturers, because then they don't dissolve her, but then change the name. You think say their ideology is still there? Or will they change the name, all things go change? Because remember, who say the idea for get this SLPP Union of Lecturers been born from? Okay?
Of why they gather. The aim and aspiration why they gather is to project political party ideology. This now a total distorting of organized society.
Now with all them concerning, I ask, waiting the Academic Staff Association to recommend for people who get high position at the academic if then TRP again.
Me, I think say if you get a whole DVC, Deputy Vice Chancellor, and they put together a political group, I think he should be sacked.
Hollande. Because me number one can't talk and I say the Deputy Vice Chancellor. The deputy, even though in at the vice, but they deputize back the vice. Now in at the president of this particular SLPP Union of Lecturers. So not to any ordinary lecturers demo. Yeah? The Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone. Somebody of high caliber. Now anything to say, Asa one sabotage in political party. So make them come together. Make them form this thing we then call SLPP Union of Lecturers. So as a President Dr. William James say, in things say, they for Saka. What do you say? What to me? And what do you say? In things say, it should be sacked.
You forget your political party card, yes, but when you bring a guy to university and begin form groups, I think, you forgo work other side.
I think say you forgo work other side. You self think so? Or you think so need forget a second chance?
It clear say politics don't clearly divide the nation. And people believe say now where the country they try forget international face. One of the things them way people for the show na Tronkat say we dey together as one people for the Society for Radio Democracy. Michael Sambola.
Yes, Michael Sambola, I'll tell you thank you and Radio Democracy, and then put together that one day we me and you don't able for listen fine one. How this SLPP Union of Lecturers them be formed, how them form, and so then dissolve. Okay. Now the Deputy Vice Chancellor of University of Sierra Leone, when I am the president of this SLPP Union of Lecturers, he be write an open letter. The reason of the formation of the SLPP Union of Lecturers. There, una make we listen. Wetin he say? He say, I want for right for make the public statement on the unfortunate misunderstanding by the action of a group of colleagues and myself. Yeah? Now, an academic in the right. So you get for pay attention, or else you will be swayed for misunderstand the reason behind this letter. Yeah? He not call himself false. But at least himself mix inside it and he agree. He say, make I read them back. If one for right and make this public statement on the unfortunate misunderstanding were caused by the action of a group of colleagues, okay, and himself safe. So not to say himself not be there, you not just put on by the colleagues them, himself be there. He say through our organizing under the name of the SLPP Union of Lecturers. Now they organize them. Then give a name, they not see no other name for GAM past the SLPP Union of Lecturers. Okay? You want to make you understand this. It's a group of university lecturers we happen for be SLPP members meet with the same view on the state of academia na the country. Alright? This time they write now the first impreso of this group. He said the intention of the discussion now been for identify how this group go act as a think tank within the party. Okay. So then we want for act like a think tank, like a group who go the lobby between the university and the political party, and then go be the bridge. Alright. Let's continue. This body only function now being for develop insight and positive policy initiative from the ground up for consideration of the arms of government concerned. I don't tell now. Oh, bookman, right? You better pay attention. Okay? What's in that in defense? Then say across the globe, the formulation of such body for positive impact on policy now commonplace, and it was our intention for offer the same. Okay? Then claim say across the globe, the formation of this kind of political party union inside land book business. They say na common thing. As long as now for make a positive impact on policy. Okay. Where asa be the strike? Let's begin and they first. Since now this then tell we, say na positive change them one can make. For who that they want make this positive change for? For them political party or for the other lecturers them? Where asa the strike say make all man get. Then say no. As are selfish, then they gather themselves, then they go in a classroom. Now so them be talk. So who say you the positive change come for the welfare of the other one them? Okay? Let's continue. They say they want to make this clear for me and you. The organization would not have operated outside of the structures of the Sierra Leone People's Party. Hey! You ever understand on the back? To be clear, the organization would not have operated outside of the structures of the Sierra Leone People's Party. So, now the party, and then they try for telling now so. Waiting the party want. The party in structure. Now in them for be do. Then say, and the membership or lack thereof of the union would not be used to influence the careers of academic staff or students within the universities in any way. After they don't form this thing done, they say they no go operate outside the SLPP then structure. So what the SLPP wants, now they go do. Then they make it clear to we say they no plan for can bring SLPP idea na classroom. Now one day if you not dey far from SLPP and political party then na numbers they want to. Why if you say Abacha still the outside there? Political party and number they want. Whose association or union then as alone? Where politics not enter. Alright. Let's continue. However, on careful reconsideration, we able to recognize the negative signal where this union don't cause, especially consider the things them what then they accuse we for. We will think say we no mix man. We also recognize say such a union may result in the creation of discord and distrust between colleagues within academia. So who's them they realize this? After una then sidom. With you being the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone. Una party so go una head that. This one where you dey talk now. I think for anything where you dey do, you dey check the advantage and the disadvantage. You dey check the positive and the negative. You dey check the profit and you dey check the loss. Or then we feel to say we go just accept it. Oh, okay, well, now SLPP Union of Lecturers. Then APC back go make their own. APC Union of Lecturers. NGC go make their own. NGC Union of Lecturers. Then C4C make their own. C4C Union of Lecturers. Then before Mara, say a network back make you. Say a network Union of Lecturers. Hey, Papa God salute. These are lecturers. Then why are? Now then they prepare the future academic of Sierra Leone. Now then sit down, then come together. They not think twice. Why you think say then can say think twice? They not say make you take one ice if not Kool-Aid or one other ginger beer and say this not 2 ice. Or you take ice block and say na 2 ice. No. And say make you think 2 time. Na big word though. Where it look like if you say we lecturers there. They not be thinking 2 time. Who that self cow the idea? Me I want to be that person who cow this idea. And let tell we who that gain that idea dey. Trust me. You know they far from the political party itself, we give them the idea. You know they far. Okay. Let's continue. So, then they recognize, say the union go result in the creation of discord and distrust between colleagues them within the academia. In this vein, we don't make the decision for dissolve the SLPP Union of Lecturers. Effective immediately. One, bam, put a stamp to it. The eyes have it. For say, the SLPP Union of Lecturers, effective now, has been dissolved. However, I'll take how you begin on. When and if the leadership may call upon our input on issues pertaining to academia, individuals may personally make themselves available for any advice needed. Okay? Listen that last part there. And you go understand what thing I tell you say. This idea, they far from the political party itself, from the SLPP itself, for make this idea born. However, when and if the leadership of we party can call we for we input on issues pertaining to we academia, individuals may personally make themselves available for any advice needed. Then you not go tell me say they not be they do this. Then be they do. Then they will know. Then be they do. But anyway, we not stop una for continue for do am. As long as that union day, we dey watch una now. Una no for manaya. Una want her. We wish for apologize to all members of the public for the alarm caused by the formation of this group. The Deputy Vice Chancellor say in the apologize. Do you accept his apology? You accept him? Or you still a catchy head for accept Ambo? We wish to apologize to all the members of the public for the alarm caused by the formation of this group and assure all Sierra Leoneans that the intention was to provide input in the interest of the greater good of the country. Then still repeat and say, as are your interest, not to be of a greater good of the country. Then your interest will make them form the SLPP Union of Lecturers. Now their own interest now be of the greater good of the country. Signed, Professor Samuel Edmond Noni, the former president of the SLPP Union of Lecturers. And the former na so go say because they don't dissolve and with immediate effect. But we still watch them. If you be say them go na corner for go cook that kind cook, they still where them be the cook. We not go agree. We'll still call them out. Not so? Okay. Well, me I don't lay on a table. Make a come with Usman Toli. Make we hear waiting it gets for we today. Welcome on board, Usman Toli. You get the platform, sir.
Yeah, AAA. We myself begin lecture on a salon at the go from Sarah Network Union of Lecturers.
I know, right?
AAA is shameful, very, very disgraceful. People are we regard now our country as the most educated people in our country for bringing politics right inside the classroom. Very, very shameful. Let us just draw your attention and the listener their attention to some of the most sensitive issues then. Most sensitive issues. It will interest you for no say Ambassador Dr. Kapuna, who is the political advisor to the presidentbio. Yeah, he attended that meeting himself in the day. And what he advised the group, he tell them say they for proud of their party affiliation and let them support the vision of the president with His Excellency Mahada Bio in your vision. So what he needs to tell you, AAA, clearly you're going to say this is politically motivated. Now one of the reasons then this we are identified for the formation of this SLPP Union of Lecturers. And again, I will draw your attention to one of the interesting quotes where you make. I don't know why a well-educated group of people then feel say they can corner we easily. And I'm so happy the way our Masila Samba, where we listen to, how he disseminate information and how he attack them. That's the beauty of democracy. And I'm so happy for the ASA president, winner, Dr. Willett James. Let just refer you to the quote where you make. I'm in the right term. It's very interesting. They say, first of all, they say the misunderstanding. Yeah, their motive for forming the union is not what people think. They say they form the union with the intention for discuss how to identify, ideas them together within the party for the development of better policy on education. If you want to contribute better policy towards development of education, you get for do them on party lines critically. Do you have to do it on political party lines if you want for contribute to sit down together for contribute to educational policy in alone? You don't necessarily be saying we go for do on political party lines. Clearly, this is politically motivated. From their own very quotation, use big English them, for fool. If you say we will fool people, then, but we will fool people them all the time. For the fact that we not organize ourselves or in the form of political party, say we not go help for formulate policies for the development of the education, then they don't cancel on out. We are not fools, yeah. And another interesting observation from the very submission, yeah, you're going to say there is also power struggle. There is a power struggle. I will tell you why. If you listen to the president of ASA, Dr. Willett James, clearly, she's very outspoken to start with. They clearly talk with INSEE. He tell me. He said people and they way, if you say because of vision, because of the way they present information, because the ideas, the way they want to pursue, agree to the ideas. So therefore, they decide for go form their own union. So a breakaway. This is a breakaway union. Just because maybe during the term, arguably, AAA, we all know what may happen with the Academic Staff Association, where, they may actually pressurize them for accept for go back in the classroom without meeting their conditions of service. But in not being subdued himself, it insists, it cannot tell the one. Say, post government do something for let that happen. Arguably, maybe then people will break up. I think you mentioned that, AAA. Then why we break up? I would say break away, yeah? Now people are way, I think say that we don't pressurize the woman for make it accept, so what thing the government we want. And if you remember, the first gentleman, His Excellency, President Julius Maada Bio say, want let them politicize the situation. I think say something politically motivated is gonna happen. Perhaps they make them break away, say, well, go for you. For next time, where the issues arise, we will handle them at your own political party convenience. I think that is what I'm saying here in terms of power struggle, in terms of political motivation. Clearly, you go argue on that basis there. AAA, SLPP governments campaign on the mantra of one people, one country. One people, one country. But from this, what you hear it today, for what form a party, na classroom, na the university, for, bring political discord. Yeah? You think, say, that mantra, one people, one country, not to a recipe for divide and rule. If you say, nah. Because when you think about it, let me ask this question so that I will help for disseminate this information clearly. You think, say, the SLPP, they engage in indoctrinating and political ideologies in our educational system and institutions, if they may allow this thing to go on, now the classroom. We know what in politics don't do now in the country. Yeah, without politics, we are fine. Yeah, we married each other. We don't talk about this forum. We married to each other, we pray together, the religions, they're not a problem. Everything we eat together, we live among each other. But when politics come inside, now they always will get the problem. So therefore, clearly, politics now divide and rule. And for allow that same politics for enter inside with universities then. Now right inside with classroom, then a recipe for chaos. It will continue for divide. I think Naim Masila Samba will put across to the interviewer. I don't understand how highly educated people no understand the implications of their actions. They understand, but they ignore those implications just because of their selfish interest, then political ego, because they want to push their political ideology forward. They do. These are well-educated people who understand implications of things. Yeah? Now, for buttress me argument, AAA. Let's look at some of the implications. I think Masila Samba will try for disseminate some of the implications too. We all know in our country, AAA, we are a divided country, polarized. Yeah, on regional grounds, on tribal lines, on nepotism. Yeah, we are divided, and what thing divide we na politics. Clearly, we know that. So for bring again politics, now we own classroom then, for bring the idea for come indoctrinate, we own picking them at the classroom. I think that thing is not reasonable. It's not reasonable. Yeah? Suppose, I think you may mention that, they allow them people here to continue with that union, the SLPP union of lecturers. As you say, the next one we will see APC Union of Lecturers, NGC Union of Lecturers. Because they said number one left, they said go one stand, because they know certain places and they now potential leaders and they did. Potential leaders and they did. So you allow one political party for the brainwash the student then is detrimental to the other party. So then they go begin go form their own union then. Now then classroom here, then universities here. Then you bring a recipe to chaos. Because there will always be arguments, in a classroom. You will see the teacher favor the one way, student way supporting political parties. The ideologies all will be based on political party lines. Scholarship, they will begin the scholarship based on political party. All the benefit them and will begin divided on political party lines. This, at least they understand then here. A better way to attack them straight away and get that union dissolved. They know. I mean, they always time for dissolver. Yeah? So, AAA, for Crown is all, I think it's a good idea then dissolve this. He said, good idea, then dissolve this, because that's what it start. That's what it start. And we don't want we potential leaders there for make them follow the ideology. We know what will happen. This is a communist idea, AAA. This is a communist idea. Yeah? We know what will happen under the one-party system. Where APC been in power those days, almost all the universities them. Yeah? They get branched in. Almost all the universities in Asalo. These are communist ideas then. We talk about, how we become highly democratized, how we will get democracy, how we will improve, we scores them in terms of democracy. Not so going back. And when you look at I think the Afrobarometer, yeah, they say a larger percentage of the people then support democracy as the best form of government in our country. So we don't want to go back to those communist ideas. I will stop here. I'll give chance to all the panelists then. Thank you very much, Tripoli, and thanks to everybody who is listening. Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much, Usman Toli.
Thank you.
Yeah. Make we come with Dr. Aissatou Kake Jallo. Make we hear what in get on this. Yes, doctor, you get the platform now.
Yeah, hi. Good evening, everyone, and I hope say everybody to do well, and I hope say you will continue for stay safe and adhere to COVID-19 measures. Given the fact, say, even though we get a slight lower number today because they're not a test as more. They should have been testing more frequently for really try for identify, who is the people that were infected, how we go isolate them, how we go try for cut down the chain of transmission. But, I guess, then they go with that ideology will not make no sense, for say, for tests. So then, for no, in order for you really cut something right, you really want for try for really test and know what thing they go on, and at a clinical stage, if you find out something early, you can treat them, you can try for do something about it. But when you not find out something, you wait till the last minute or the end, then the disease or the illness go down, spread, to various people them along with different communities them, so in that light, I think say, Sierra Leoneans Lord be wise, Lord try for adhere, Lord try for overcome, this COVID-19. And if we do that, we will really, see how things then go turn out for we, given the fact that we not get a better healthcare system in the nation. We still the struggle with them kind thing, and so for that reason now we for be we own, advisors them for say, what, COVID-19 now one thing we not for play with. But yet still it's a constant battle for people to understand, say this something is real, and with the hope say they understand, and then try for do the mask up, hand washing, social distancing, along with this disinfecting, regularly used items, your cell phone, your laptops, and doorknobs and things like that. So Lord, they constantly remind one another of the thing, and then that to say, thanks to you and Usman Toli, for the submission and for breaking down some of the things we really we count to the SLPP faculty union with them be one create, na the universities them, we it be say not feel saying at that, we any faculty member or any professor for the think of, where you in a school setting, you go and you roll there is now for you teach, the student them, for you pass on the knowledge, and for pass on waiting you don't inherit from another faculty will not be even try for mix politics, but politics now one take over with nation. It's like anything what they do now political, party then would they try for serve. I feel say that's not what Sierra Leone is all about. Sierra Leone is about being patriotic, trying to serve, you role and try for do what you supposed for do, and teach the young ones them so that themselves go learn from the best. But yet with this type of behavior or this type of, discussion self, even putting the discussion out there, not to a good thing for we student them, for the young ones then when they come up, the young men and women then we for be tomorrow's leaders, but with this type of thing which you they pass on, I feel it's possible for pass on a good thing to the next generation. But then what's in any try for pass on here is now disgrace, now a shameful act. I'm glad the two ladies were outspoken and then really tell them off or try for stand them grounds and tell them, point out things to them for say, no, this is wrong. This is not what I'm going to do. Just like the president of the, ASA, they try for say, una want work certain way because I not work, una work. That means, or I not talk, una talk. That means say, una for go out there and try for create some form of a union where be say million role, like that means the role of the president really for the union is to ensure that the welfare for the members them, it safeguard them, it protect them, it try for negotiate things them, we count to salaries and other benefits them, during the time when they not in profession. And that it do, even if you not get the 100% where it been demand, but it gets something. And then it go continue for go back at the bargaining table for ensure say the teachers them or the lecturers them and the faculty go really get within them deserve as professors, because to tell you the truth, like I don't say before, anybody the way that the teaching profession, you taking a pay cut, you're not going to be paid just like any other profession. There are certain profession them where you don't decide say they do them. Just know say they do the work of the public. You just they try for serve the public, but at the same time you just want for be comfortable in what thing you do. Even though the voice of the members them very important in the union, but that president they ensure say then people then go hear the members then voice, then self go advocate. And you can even see like in some institutions them, within different departments, you can get representatives them for ensure say then self they represent. So like if we're talking about the university, you have different departments, whether it's allied health, whether it's chemistry, mathematics, all these different things, then we'll get members them, we will represent the faculty, but not this one way. There are one for go and sit down, then say they want cook up story because then one get some political gains in order for them to, who knows, maybe in the future they want to be running for president or some political office. You want to do that, you do that after your tenure, but don't do that while you in the job of the public, like meaning you there for serving those students. They don't pay them tuition, some of them are loan them probably take, some of them probably them family members and they struggle for even pay their university fees, where we say, you they can't and begin to mix politics about the things and what you're supposed to do. I just feel say them for be ashamed of themselves and for go out there to the general public along to the students and also the president wouldn't try for make it she looks like she's nobody, but she is somebody. She has a voice, she's a strong woman, and she should continue to do that. And for apologize to them, therefore apologize for what they do. And even though they say the deputy don't apologize on their behalf, no, all the members and therefore come and apologize. I think that them for don't do. The other thing why I want for say, I don't know what's in our educational system, in a salon where it can to trying for follow a specific model. We go really say, what thing are they do? The student then at the center of anything what they do. I for do something we go benefit the student them where it be say me focus not to anything else it is on, but just waiting I will teach them student there so that then will graduate with skills and knowledge where be say then will be well enough to serve the general public so that they don't feel like say they only graduate and what is there for them to show out there. So and with that somebody get for land for get a model where we they use Nami hospital would work, then you call an eye care, and each of them letters them when an ICARE represent something where you as a staff for this hospital or this organization get for model, and as something where they not only make you take a course for, but you for actually, walk around every patient with that pride, where they start with integrity, providing that patient, ensuring that say we can your job, you do one with the integrity where you need for one with, and then you're dealing with the compassion where you say for provide every patient with the caring what they deserve. And then you talk about accountability. That means, if you care for somebody and you make a mistake or something go wrong, you need to be accountable for your actions and ensure say you try for respect the patient when they are part of that eye care. And then everything where you do one with excellence for ensure say use the show what the organization is all about and what you role that organization or this hospital is all about is to ensure that you provide excellent care for the patient. And that kind of model, I feel say, we country, we come to healthcare, we come to school, they never get some form of model, we then for try for go with, that everybody go respect, waiting and they do. But no, we don't have that. Now politics, now one focus on. So things like these are what motivates people like us in the healthcare system. Because what would they do? Would they provide that care with compassion for patients? And we would hope, say, we faculty members them, except for the ones that we they do and we tell them thank you, but the one that we want indulge in politics for try for manipulate things in the country for like the society not go well. We really they hope say then we'll begin to put things in place and learn from other faculties them around the world and try for bring that skills there into the classroom rather than bringing politics into the classroom. You're not teaching political science, you're not teaching law that you should be talking about all those things. Maybe the people that you deal with self actually then probably not, then they still they can take prerequisites before they can get to the actual program. So we feel like say then they really put we to place which are not supposed for the and salon right now. There's a lot going on and every day is something new, and then we don't need that from people that are educated, that have degrees, that have doctorates maybe, and then they waiting and they do out there not a good example for society, not a good example for the young ones then when they come up. So we really they ask them for let them go to the public, apologize for their behavior, and hope that they not repeat this again. So now that's all me get for say. I just want for say, Lord, try for be respectful to people, no matter how small they are or whether they are young. You didn't even respect the women, you didn't respect the students, and in even trying to indulge in such act. The work of the faculty is to pass on the knowledge, not to create political divide in the nation. So this definitely not a disgrace. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Doctor.
Yes, thank you.
Make we bring come us friend, make we waiting and get for it today. Yes, us friend, welcome on board. I get the platform.
Yeah, thank you very much for giving me the platform, AAA. And thanks to previous analyst, Doctor, for the eloquent speech and the analysis, and Mr. Usman Toli. And welcome and thanks to all the listeners and viewers here. What you just see regarding this student union, I look and see like kind of an organized interest way on partisan basis. The organized interest when they try for bring come. Then they try to bring her in the form of an interest where then they sell the idea for saying a so team in the B other country then so let's put this system here, let we try and let's say better good day. But all of that you go just say the person who write or let's say he talk, because likely you don't talk small, now a rhetor. Then I would have a rhetor there. Now somebody who a rhetoric speaker, the G talk. Where in other words, they use language for persuade other people, they use them for convince them. They use literal expression them. It proves all kind false, and it shows things a day when are more of artificial. So now it make them up for saying this style here. Now so it happen in other countries. So let we introduce them back in our country. So it become more of a rhetoric thing. So, but in the aspect of that one day, you go see, say, first of all, education, I believe, say, in higher education, are areas where people, they come up from all social backgrounds. So when you see the man in speech, in the statement or the speech we then write down where you read out in a this, then talk. So you go see, say, now the direct opposite of what it is say. Now, it before don't be in the other way. Because when you look at students that would come up from different backgrounds, the institution itself, a tertiary institution, is supposed to be an area where people they go for let them go able for merge and ideas and live a social way and even acquaint to each other, where then go able for say certain things that allow they go diffuse them. Say like the other example, where they say people they intermarry, they do this, but this one I will not go talk about marriage. They are now people who they come from different areas, they have different ideas. All man get what they support in that covert way, that no way they express out, is very passive. We know say like this, but you know they come with us, they enter where you left them. The activeness is all focused on trying to gain your education. And through that method, they understand each other. When they sabi una self, we busy tomorrow self una left day, when they sabi each other, we don't happen for quite a long. But because of partisan, the kind inside politics, the kind inside sometimes halfway through, people then they drop on the line and then they begin to portray different things. Because when you see the lecturer in your function of itself, when students and they can, and then they interview them, and then they plan how to prepare, how then they go do the research. And then they contact each other in terms of student and time and the teaching, how then they go timing, and then they check how for assess students, then work all that one they didn't hit. And what's then they encourage personal development among the individuals, and because that personal development they now in people in need, so that they go able to come on as people away don't come on a higher education. So how then go able for them? So sometimes then they try to do a kind of invigilation in terms of examination, in terms of passing the knowledge, in terms of how then they attend the meeting them, and how then they pass the knowledge them. So all that in there, guys, in that place is a place where it before them become useful in all sectors, more so the higher one, the final one now, where then go see, don't sabi, go let you go do your work. Or if you are now, you can't top them up. So those areas will have been the primary motive. But if then they left that side, they don't go make unionization of university performance. It will become in that kind of union way for let this university performance go fine, as it is said. Now for let we form a union so that we go get the left and the right. And then what will they try to do? In a positive way, people then go ask now on a negative. In other words, they try to bring equity, for say this will make things that become equal for everything. But but the other way around, now the negative part of that equity then they bring. Because then they left that side, then they realized it, then they try to bring in a smaller sector of people who will get policies and policies they already bring, like political policies. So in other words, they know they look anyway for them to support, for let people then will able to get their own knowledge what they go there for. And if you get policy what they're different, when one of the negative parts of the union where they go see them go form within, it cause a problem. Difference then go there within and between the parties and between students and even between institutions, because some of them are institutions that wouldn't link. Because you get like IPAM would link to FBC, you get like a Godrich would I call ourselves a multi guy. They get different branches. So that will begin to spread because I say, well, now we're back, don't begin this, let we self do this now. So that's so it will spread. So it will get effect both within and outside. So now that one they don't go look say, oh, how we able to deliver them problem, them where we get, where then they say we get the TEC, where they look in terms of the structure, the development, where they get deeper try for develop. So when they will bring them these things there, which are we own policies that we will make. So you go see say the development and how they will deliver it, it will get no good solution. And it go hinder them because of this idea what they bring. Just as they see say leadership problem, they wanna put me this, wanna put me this. So when logistic kind of where people are able to put together, say, and then thing they will go for the fight for, they go see say that delivery they no go work at all, and it affects the welfare of the students and the welfare of the parents, them when the community, then they. And the welfare of even other students, because within that thing, the way they make it affects back other students, then they will begin just a copycat style. So all the one, and they don't help the welfare of students in terms of inside the community and how they will able to live. So when then they come, they don't become toxic with ideas then. But what if they bring some of these educated people and they bring all the rhetoric in there, the idea is because they allow that covert idea, well, nobody know they see. They within them, the idea they boil inside them. They become drunk with it. because of education we don't dey. And when they become drunk, they become they become drunk in where the capacity for do thing where nothing where they look out from a view say this is for profit. They don't go do am. They look now in a smaller circle. We no one know whether people they get for camp or APC will do their own. We no one know what this will affect the student. We don't even know what that will affect the economy. Because the place of socialism is there at the university. And then the internal policy, then how they will coordinate, then that's the question there for camp. Because the knowledge what you get, you know, they use them for then you go coordinate them policy. They are wearing. Students then go learn, the government go get for profit, the things they go on smoothly, the anything will come, when I go the hinder them, the OT they happen, the welfare no go good, and the welfare and then a human capital. And the welfare of people and they need that psychology where they think fine. When they get anything where they make the so covered and become people of good character. But at the say sometimes, why don't you be maybe that's if they get something with hidden a little bit. Or maybe they have said, well, because Namide write the thesis, or Namide lecture the president, or Namide help the first lady for doing work, in cause work. So we do this here, we will get favor because already we go in the room, we go in the panel or the living room, we go lecture them or they see them on Zoom. So all those kind of things, the question is, are these affiliations when they bring? But they are back there and say, no, it has to stop because they can't see. That's why this tier one you see always some of these things we are coming are things that we will get for turn around, we will get for catch some people there, we go difficult for come out. Where in the only thing we pray let people get people away, we not go get people of brain drain, then begin to run the commodity back because they don't pressure them. And the teaching work not to that in supplying at the market, especially in other places, it's difficult. You get for really good institution where you go teach. So that supply and demand area, because of it look limited for say I know go for that work I will shoot to because of this faculty. Right? If I don't work in a bank, so that will go lecture. But this why some of the areas that want to more lecture they're very difficult for get that demand there. Even though some of them will get specialities in certain areas, they will go work, but those are the areas where they get for looks. We don't want for lose people like that woman, they let go on the side, we get brain. So they therefore encourage these things and say how you want to put and so let them not make a left and a right. So everything will be of positive equity, not to negative equity. Because while a negative equity, they say one for make letting equal. Where not to equally they make them. You make a divide because when you make a divide, it's not equal because you say now that small portion there now we for think so that we will make let things change. And those say they're not gonna get for accept. Even if we're not almost you get for that get a small set today, but another one day they're not focused say this might be the hindrance. This also the institution. What thing they try for talk about say it happen in other country, they don't try for experiment. Say this they affect even at the US, the Democrats and Republicans, they don't make a survey where in there and get 56% and some people in terms of practice and things. But it affects the student, it affects the community. So that's why they find a way. But they belong they try for fight and out because from 2017 they belong get that issue. Maybe now they want to take as an example, but it was not working and it has not worked. Because of this globalization, technology is in effect now. Like a war of technology, war of ideas. So this is why people have to try to put down. Let them try look and focus. Let it be a war of competition. Where the competition will be, people then go get for camp, then put things together, equality. Then they will say, oh, well, equal because of we get the idea. So that's not equal thing, well, not for me. They get for begin to drag other people from their ideology, and you bring them to you, and then they try for drag you onto them. Then what thing they do? You don't begin to split the time at the university. The time where you get for teach, you get for go get meeting. The student, the time where they for study, they get for go get meeting. So they split the time of them. But let it be equal so that we go for focus and go before. And thank you very much for giving me the platform. Let God continue for bless me. Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much, Usfriend.
You're most welcome, sir. God bless
Sir.
you.
Yes, caller, you live on here. Your name and side call from, please.
Yeah, this is not Patrick.
Yes, Patrick, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Maybe only thing why I want to say, them people are distracted, they want to distract me again. They're not allow focus of the other thing where they don't do. This man an intellectual coup d'etat, then they want to do so. If we not make talk of people, they not make talk. And so, as you always say, if I just slide under the carpet, Tomorrow they pull out woman in that position there. Why they do so? Why they want bring division at it? The country is already divide. It already divide. They want put more. Now they say they put more salt than the injury. The country they already divide. They want bring that. They want take Canada to a different level to the university, to the student. They now where they know say, and where they come out, they not get option. They go to put say where you come out, where you graduate, to go to give you job, all kind of thing they go do, and people they go believe. You go see now the idea, what is it now, the radical idea go silent student their mind there. Let them be careful. They're not fine. This country, they don't divide down. At least the small peace what we enjoy now, with itself. Let we enjoy that. Let them not bring more division. Who knows? They say now they don't denounce her. Fine. I hope they go underground again. They walk underground slowly for undermine that lady there. We beg the government. May they not encourage this thing. Division done in the country already. Let them not add more again where they create. And now any government, both these two parties, anyone will start something, where the other one can do the worst. We see the past government, what they do. They don't kind of look, we see the worst now where they do. If God forbid they're not in 2020, they not succeed, then the other one come back. Not to another worst team back they go do where they talk, they say that and they don't do it. How long will go depend that? We debate this government. We not see they get good agenda according to them. But some of you will not believe. Because we not see the agenda there. We debate them. Let them all bring more division again in the country. They don't divide with so bad that. They don't divide with so bad that it affect the country. Don't even affect to the worst. What's left now? They will debate them. It's now totally distraction and more division they want to bring come inside this country again. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Yes, caller, ID live on air. You name and say the call from, please.
I call from Maryland.
You get 3 minutes, sir.
Yeah, this night is disgrace to the country. That thing that been happen, but we been there on the ground, not being put on the public, then they been fine. We know say everybody get right for belong. The one way maybe know, now the student there, they may get APC Student Union, then they get SLPP Student Union, then they okay. But lecturers there will be say the future of we brothers and sisters there, and we picking them, and they now they earn, and they go form a political association, a public university. We get for us accept the apology because somebody do wrong, he say, "Una forgive me." We have to forgive anyway. But like he asked question, say even though they don't dissolve the name of the association, but the ideology is still there. Me, I say yes, it's still there. I hope so no more the apology when they send they apologize, they mean out with all their hearts. They not be say they get for undermine, then company. Because this it get for affect, if you continue get for affect with sisters and brothers there, and even the nation as a whole. Because I remember I've been in a college. AAA, where would they apply for granting aid? If you not get somebody where they link you, you know you approve, even so if you qualify, you know you give the grant. Now the one way be say they get affiliation of a political party. The time I APC be in power. Say I come on a college and I only get grants. I be pay school fees, say accommodate. Because I not get nobody where they link me up. So this when you do so, no wonder where they see lecturer and they left their profession and they can't join policy because I didn't they get fast money and they become rich. Me, which I think say Salon we need for try woman the law see how the country they go. But the man they all they try, they all they fail with. So I hope say they mean what they apologize to. God bless you and God bless Mama Salon. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Ibrahim. Yes, caller, ID live on air. You name and say the call from, please.
Triple this now Mahmoud.
Yes, Mahmoud, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Triple this may not a surprise to me because with national politics we don't take and go with inside the educational sector. Several things that may not happen. Not today this don't start. But to me, surprise now, lecturers there. Then they go form now political party as lecturers, SLPP. This is flop me mode. Triple A, it dey know say salon, the only thing we don't divide with na politics. We dey marry to ourselves, we dey do this, we dey do that. But as even boyfriend and girlfriend business now, as when I begin talk to politics, don't kind inside. You know, Triple A, certain things and the way they happen at university. I was part of that. I dey part of the Salon University. I just done where I just come now UK. Triple A, if APC then a power, the black camp, they no go ever and never win election for become president of this student union body. Where SLPP don't kind of power so. Now the black camp now they get for rule all the universities there, all the colleges there. Where APC camp, now the white camp. Like where this scholar just been they say, if you the SLPP, it belong to one of the black or the white camp. You SLG for let you get us SLGD for let you get her now work. They know they give even the SLG says they need to give to students the when are deserving student them. Everything now about politics. So to me surprise now lecturers then back they go form the where they call SLPP lecturers. What's how we they go now? What's how this country how they go? I make I always say people are not get this country at heart. People are not get salon at the heart. You know, we get so many things and what we lack in that country. We get a lot. But this politics and tribe now they don't pull our country. Remember the last day where you make a program, you forget wait to for tell you forefathers them. I tell you say not to anything. This tribe and politics now they don't pull our nation. Now they don't pull salon. And as far as we get this division, na salon, this politics division, we just get for the normal we grandpa them in the say now we own generation. I ain't get for can make this country. Now I ain't get for make this. We back get for say that we own grand beginning and then get for can make here. I can always talk and people are not like salon. People are not get salon at heart. How una just go sit down? In fact, waiting now, where me they say, waiting at the need now, where una go dissolve the association we una form. Like where Masada Samba be they say. So for now, I like una don't dissolve ourselves now. We not even trust una again self. We not trust una. Because una don't tell we say categorically clear say una belong to this political party. And if you watch, like where that man been doing submission. If you watch, there is a big guns them where they behind this tier. People and they when a big gun the way they belong to them political party and then they undermine them tier. You know, it's sad. Triple and my own contribution.
Thank you very much, Mahmoud. Thank you, sir. Yes, caller 11 here. Your name and where you call from, please.
It's Ezekiel that I call from Oregon.
3 minutes, sir.
Thank you so much. A lot of people then don't say almost waiting the wrong way then do. But lecturers until now on the lecture, so I don't give a small opportunity a lot of lecture on our back. So if una listen keenly, try for pick up something where it will be very helpful to the country. So you see, we would talk about future leaders. And that place they then they come out. We'll not ever elect anyone we not get first degree besides military takeover. Maybe yes, Mama, I don't know your education, but anyway, from the time we begin, people who they elect to office to Jankaba to now, we not elect anyone we not get at least first degree. So that means, then they go through their institution. Then if they go to school, the first degree if they hold out of that country. So that means, as lecturers now, they prepare them people here. When last una don't hold ourselves accountable for certain contributions that they do in terms of first, law starter with moral, ethical moral, in terms of giving grades. What una they do for secure the name of that institution? Just imagine the time where they grab and read small. Then they call we university as one of the Athens of Africa in terms of education. So then people and they they've been the lecture in those days we will go call almost closer to dark ages. So una now, long compare now, una exposed to some of the development where they go around. When una begin fight, for long we get research institutions where they, do credible research. Una say, whose research una, whose research paper they una they write, where possible they read and say, man, this is credible. When? Why una not focus on that? For make these universities in that country, they shine again. Now they contribute not to everything in the government. What is now your responsibility for let una make we country shine in terms of education? Una the left and they una go focus for politics business. Why? When una exposed to some of the resources now we available, where the people I would say in dark ages where they not be exposed to. But they make with university one of the renowned one in Africa. How come? Una don't sit down and ask yourself. You as an intellectual person, you don't want this. You don't ask yourself. How come we in school no more exposed and loud compared to back in the days? When now you get almost everything at your fingertip as a professor. Again, now una the lecture the picking about today una don't give a chance for loud lecture una. So this nothing we una for ponder. Me they left the political part right now. What you una the like the impact now we new generation where they come up. Instead of una they begin spread una self just why una they do this to we country? Not to government to this now una. All the time would they just say, oh government. But in the self discipline leadership that they display. People away, the Greeks the way they talk about leadership, he say if you want to be leader, you first lead yourself. So now una don't show we say the way how una they leading una self now, una not even credible for can teach the new generation for let them follow una example. This is sad. This una for go sit down where you don't eat your food, sit down, lay think because una would they consider una as thinkers. We they consider una as thinkers. Now una for the propose, right theories where students therefore look at and who side therefore put with country. Now una for begin for generate that. When anything difficult way they for done now countries like now universities now they all the research group then they come out. What do you they do for change things? Do you want to begin change things from the institution and so that thing will run down to the country? Thank you, Triple A. That's my contribution.
Thank you very much, Ezekiel.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yes, caller, you're live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Yeah, Triple A. Do you hear me clear?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, what I'm saying is, I said they don't ban the union, but the idea where them, start this thing with it still live on, whether they go on the ground or not, it still live on. Then students don't know them people and they say, these people, that kind of ideas they didn't get, So it could be very difficult for some of the students when they follow that line of ideology, I hope say the students when they follow that line of ideology no go be victims, when it comes to them kind of things then they because what Mr. Tolley said is actually true. It's not political stuff. They're not supposed to take politics into education. But the thing is, every aspect of our institution of that country there is either being politicized or get political influence injected into it. I always they say it, and I did say the same thing, I think yesterday. Every day there's something new. Tomorrow again, there's something we're going to talk about. That's my submission, sir.
Thank you very much, Ayo.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Yes, caller ID live on air. Your name and inside the call from, please.
Hello, Triple A. Ami?
Yes, sir. You get 3 minutes, sir.
Okay. Yes, Triple A. This is Hamed Tijanba. They call from Virginia. Triple A. This is a very, very interesting topic. Me are not surprised if they like today, then they form this kind of union. I'm not surprised. The reason why I say I'm not surprised, not to today this starts. I can remember during the last election, Jala lecturers and make a whole signboard where they put Jala University lecturers support Julius Maada Bio. Now the campus, now the billboard day. So this not to today start, and this association would then say them more form. The way now the head way pull that letter where you read for we. Now a head of a whole campus, IPAM campus, Professor Nuni. I don't know. I really it was very, very unfortunate. And why make us say back and not surprise? People go interest you for no say. The last November, where IPAM they celebrate the anniversary. Guess waiting the cake where they make na SLPP cake na they make. Where the first
lady, yes, I think I remember that now.
The first lady na go lift the flag or na be the keynote speaker. So if a whole institution like that one, the public institution, they make anniversary cake, they go make a party cake, not to green, white, and blue, SLPP, the SLPP palm tree, they put them all on the cake. Me, and I make a say, it not surprise me. And myself now been part of the university, as I be don't tell you the last time where I be contribute with regards to ASA. So we don't see a lot we don't they go on, especially this regime. Then most of the lecturers and now we don't know say you are not part of them, then they sideline them. Most of them, where they know say yes, these are people where they support the previous government or get names we associate with either Westerner or Northerner. Then sideline them from many things where they happen at the university, especially the IPAM where now this thing come out from, because the head when Professor Nuni now they head the whole of IPAM. It really shameful and disgraceful. Then at the end of the day, they pull a letter, they apologize to the people. As all professors, lecturers, who not think before ever they do this kind of thing, not sit down and think what is going to be the perception of the people. And this now for just continue for divide the country. Because if a whole group don't go say una don't associate una say publicly now to a particular political party, what you go say if the others themselves go do the same thing? So it really shameful and disgraceful for we supposed for the teach the student them for the give them morals there. Now we they come back, they come do them kind of thing there. If the student then do that one day, what you go say? Somebody will talk about the black and the white, say if APC didn't have power, the black no go ever rule na the colleges. Then if where SLPP didn't have power, whites no go ever rule. That side they are not agree with them, because most of them politicians they are way they see so then belong na them fraternity groups, and they. If you take like the likes of Cherry Coco, the likes of this man, the former Attorney General, JFK, they all belong to the black camp. So you understand that side you're not able to divide them, because you get different people that way belong to the different camps them. So that one they are not good at. Then one other call be the call where they talk about the lecturers and supposed for they do research. Yes, you're right. But I'll tell you, say the head of this particular group, the Professor Nuni, that one of the people that will invent the ventilator when this COVID starts. Do a one research where event a ventilator na salon day. So they're doing academic work, but they're not supposed to involve in this politics. This guy where we involved so now shame and disgrace. So thank you for giving me the platform. But honestly, I'm not surprised with what happened because nothing we don't they happen. We don't see a jala them. We don't do it openly. Then they were then said don't can do it. And also then they try for fight the ASA president, and they're not able to allow money because now a strong woman in no waiting they do, and in focus now the interest of a membership, not to interest of political parties. So they're not able for fight that woman. Thank you very much, AAA.
Thank you very much, Ahmed. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Yeah. I will just show you the cake we Ahmed. Just tell me about just now. Maybe you not been seeing that same day. Yes, caller, you live on here. You name and who call from, please.
Yes, I'm Skipole. Good evening. Mina Albert had a call from Texas.
Yes, Albert, you get 3 minutes, sir.
Just like your previous caller, who's Fred and the good doctor say, those lecturer, the need for step of politics. I mean, who then did in a classroom day, their business now for just go inside, only and solely for just teach the subject matter. I go take myself as an example. Where I they go lecture, where I they inside a lecture room. Now, what thing I did it for, I did do. In a correction, I did go teach, I teach them. If in a criminology, I did go teach, I teach them. And then they go inside it, talk about Democrat, Republican, none of them, because I consider that for be unethical behavior. So my message to the lecturer there, please, when I stay out of politics, when I go do on a job, teach the student them what's in the need for know. Una now the subject matter expert, just like I can tell my student them. Then at the SME, we at the SME. If the correction I they go teach, I they teach them to the best of my ability to make the student they know. So that they left that classroom, they go say, Professor Lansana, teach me about corrections, or it teach me about probation, etc., etc. And I'm contribution that.
Thank you very much, Albert.
You're welcome.
Yes, sir. But since Ahmed Tijanba can remind we about the event will be happen na IPAM, I just want to show you quick waiting the cake may look like. But this particular one na be the IPAM, then be they celebrate their 40th anniversary. And then be they celebrate. Yeah? And the SLPP IPAM chapter. Then say they welcome the First Lady of Sierra Leone, Mrs. Fatima Bio, and to the shores of IPAM for celebrate with them their 40th anniversary. And also then they celebrate with them the hands of our girls. But the cake where they make, well, you don't see it now. As to waiting, Ahmed Tijanba just tell me. So, when I make way, some people they say now, yes, we can say, oh, Italic say everything don't go. It don't dissolve. But we need for put to yes then a God. And make we if anybody will come up with Sunday again. Yes, caller, you did live on here. Your name and who call from, please.
My name Patrick Sako. I call from Germany.
Yes, Patrick. You get 3 minutes.
Thank you very much. Now the same contribution no more way almost many people don't do. You know, it damn to same shameful, you know. Now the universities them upon all the problems the way they come up. Sorry for the noise. Upon all the problems the way they come up. I mean, No, they way me. I don't ever hear say the university student and don't come up like for construct a solution towards any problem simply because all man they fight for you it. You know, sufferness done in a country for long. Sufferness done bokude. All man they fight for it. Nobody know again nothing they do. Corruption there, and the lecturers and back at the same thing and then they apply. Most of the things the way they happen as them flooding, we get here in Europe, when you think about like this coronavirus where it don't come, the university student them, the science student them, then they come up with tangible solutions. But what we students and they do, what we students and they do now the college and they everybody they fight for yourself. If this not belong to this party, this go belong to the other political party, go say black society or white society. Nothing not the way ever do from when me abonte to the way and say one of the oldest universities in West Africa, when as FBC, when and say that this solution they don't come out with the countries for the countries for like they solve a problem. I don't know trip way if you know that they wait and say the student in Afrobe college and they come up with the solution.
And we make ventilation.
Now? Which ventilation?
Let me make one, you know, be seen.
Trip we are not expecting, So, it's sad. It's damn too sad. Water when a water for say water well okay like here this university na pass out the village where they live village na Germany na Austria border because we be not get flooding now. The student them new students them young boy them 16 17 and then come out with the future plan for how to tackle the flooding in the future. What in we university students they do this and then allied College of Technology and Science waiting ever then don't they do. They just no more politics, this standing for SLPP, this standing for APC. That is not going to lead us anywhere. We need to change the story. Let me change the story of Sierra Leone. All man they fight for in aid. This is not the solution. Let them do something tangible. The lecturers they know the lectures. Whether you get sense, you get sense. If you know bribe, you know the pass. Then also we not get syllabus. We not get syllabus na the country. This teacher go just grab no more. You go take Joe A.D. Ali in book. He open chapter 2, chapter 3. He read OT 1 for read day. He come on a class. This is not a thing. Let them make pamphlet and wait all over the country. If you the GSS 3 this month or this particular semester, now everybody they do at the same time, just like we they do now oversee now. They know the methods. Then why is it that they are not applying it there for our students? They're able for print before them print t-shirt, political party t-shirt for students. Why they don't print the pamphlet for them? This is not the question. I don't know which politician go answer this for we. Why they not go print pamphlet for the students them? Before them go to Napna Street, they give them drug, they give them rum. Why is it that they not go buy software for them? It is too sad. It's just damn too sad. We are big man to talk to the youths them. Let we avoid politics, let we come up beyond politics, make we unite. Now it's damn too fearful now the social media. Somebody the cost next person in Mama because of Anes Koroma, because of Mother Bio, because of Yom Kela. And whenever this rape business to come, they ever hear say any minister in Pekin and don't rape. They ever hear say pan-cannibalism, they know all one minister in Pekin. Now the poor people and they suffer. Why is it that we are still sleeping? Why is it that we are blind to see this fact? And now we the super make we come together. Let's stop for the cause we self. Let's stop for that hatredness. Let we left them. Let we come together. We are big now. They talk to brothers. Me, I know they suffer. I know they talk for me, but the poor one they wouldn't they down there when they sleep at that table. They are big. Make them keep their head up. Thank you very much, Tripway.
All right, thank you very much, Patrick.
Yeah, you're welcome.
I don't show you the picture where Hamed Tijan Babi they talk about. And the lecturers them, they don't apologize. But I still live now. From the Deputy Vice Chancellor of the University of Sierra Leone, when I head now IPAM, Professor Nonisa, where I still there, even though you still tell we say, at the end of the day, when I go still render on a service to the party if they need una, then they will not stop una. We can't take that from you guys. Not at all. We're not going to be able to take it from una. But Oui, aïe. Et Depauna. And for Dr. Willett James, keep your head up. Keep your head up. Okay. I'm a schoolmate. Okay. But it is well. Nayana Salon. We'll go there back tomorrow. Go there back tomorrow, yeah? Till we meet again tomorrow. Triple say, Tata.